Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. This is Too Soon to Stop, or the How to Reinvent Yourself channel. My name is Dr. Diane Craig. I have been a physician for over 37 years. 30 of those years have been spent in the emergency department. At the age of 64, I'm still able to do my job and complete my job using all my experience and knowledge acquired over the many decades. Fact is, I am also working with doctors who weren't even born when I graduated from medical school. Whenever I work, I am known to bring candy, chocolates, to share with others. I always tell people I cannot do their work for them, but I can offer them a little something to make it easier to get on with their day. I especially enjoy talking to the young doctors who come by and raid my candy jar. They sit and talk for a few minutes before they carry on with their day. I do whatever I can to encourage them and tell them how much I respect them, because I know that was the validation that I desperately needed at the beginning of my career. Telling me I was doing a good job was desperately needed. Like any professional, it is what your peers think of you that determines how good you are, not customers or patients. Sure, customers and patients use your services and receive the benefit, but being respected by your colleagues is what differentiates a good professional from a bad professional or just a mediocre one. Being a dreamer, I am now ready to move on to a new chapter in my life, which is to be an inspirational speaker and writer. I know there are many people like myself who need encouragement and inspiration to achieve that dream that has been put off for many decades because life got in the way. My focus is to encourage mature people, especially not to give into society's belief that you are now old and need to step aside. What about all the knowledge and expertise acquired from the School of Hard Knocks? What about that unquenchable fire to do something in your belly that won't leave you alone? It has been telling you over and over again for years that you desire to accomplish a goal and need to achieve that dream of yours. Do you stop now just because you've had a lot of birthdays? Is that going to be your excuse, despite the fact that you still have your brain and your body and they both still work, albeit not as well as they did when you were 20? Remember, as I mentioned in an earlier episode, old age is a privilege denied to many. It is a privilege and an honor to still be here. What are you going to do with your privilege? What can you be working on now to make the world a better place for others as well as yourself? If there are no opportunities for you now to help you achieve your dream, then you get out your tool belt, hammer, and saw and make your own doorway to make things happen. By all means, do not be disruptive or overbearing to others, though. Simply keep focused, work quietly, and move forward. Drill your own path to achieve that great dream of yours that you can impact others and make things better for all of us. There is no rush as long as you're taking the steps every day and working toward that 1% clarity that cumulatively goes toward 30% after a month. You do have to execute the plan excellently, and it takes lots of planning, reading, praying, and laser focus. Remember, you are only competing against one person, yourself. Do not compare yourself to others. You must remain positive and authentic. This is the purpose of this channel, to give you the inspiration you need to move forward. I would love to utilize the underappreciated yet vastly valuable asset of matures to achieve greatness in the world. Our lessons have been learned through years of experience and School of Hard Knocks. As I have mentioned in earlier episodes, we have plenty of examples of extremely successful, mature people that are impacting the world for good. Imagine what life would be like if Ray Kroc, in his 6th decade of his life, not worked with the McDonald brothers, who only had a hamburger stand at that time. Society places great value on youth. I want to change this line of thinking and help the world to see that mature people have a lot to offer. Of course, younger people can come along and join us as well. As I have said before, it takes a nimble and shrewd mind to see the value of sitting and learning at the feet of people who have been there and done that. I started my college career wanting to be a gym teacher, or so I thought. Little did I know, part of the curriculum of becoming a physical education teacher includes taking a lot of science classes. I was surprised to find out that I would be sitting in class with pre-med students or students trying to become doctors and going to medical school themselves. I really didn't want to become a doctor, but had allowed life to beat me down and water down my aspirations. However, sitting in the class, I realized that I was getting better grades than the pre-med students, and I began to see a pattern of this and realized that perhaps I really could become the doctor I wanted to be, despite all of the discouragement I had received from so many others. Get in the habit of learning from circumstances, even if they do not seem to be connected. This can only happen when your dream is on your heart and you are obsessed with it. This may sound a bit neurotic, but it is what it takes to make things happen. Always, always, always be looking for opportunities to grow and to achieve that 1% clarity daily that is necessary to be successful. Here is the hard truth. You must accept the fact that no one really cares how hard you have to work. And no one cares how much you're sacrificing in order to become successful. However, when you are successful, then everybody cares. Therefore, whining about how hard things are will only fall on deaf ears and make you frustrated. If this is easy, everyone will be doing it. You have to get tough, really tough. However, everyone wants a piece of you once success is achieved. Your name will be dropped and passed around like crazy. I had no idea that choosing physical education as a major would lead me to being able to convince myself that I had what it takes to become a doctor. Here I am over 40 years later talking to you about this now with over 30 years of emergency medicine experience. If I had not been paying attention, I would have accepted a weaker goal that would have left me feeling unfulfilled and unsatisfied without really knowing why. While I could have survived, I might not have thrived because I was ignoring my dream and setting my goals on something less. Now let me say that there is nothing wrong with being a gym teacher. We need you. You are loved and needed. Some of my fondest memories was gym and the teachers that inspired me. The environment they taught me in was relaxed and fun while still being structured for learning. Do not settle for less. Make bold goals. Sit on them while you think about them and pray about them, and then make them bolder. Jeremiah 29 talks about this. Put in the hard work and figure it out. Learn to laugh and see the humor in things as well as yourself. Get out that tool belt and get to hammering. No one is going to save you or do the work for you. Till next time, be a laser. Stay focused, but don't take yourself so seriously. Give yourself slack, and when mistakes are made, and they will be made, own up to them and admit that you were wrong. Stay real and stay faithful and keep the faith. No comparing yourself to others. Signing off for now, praying for your dreams to become a success so that the world can be made a better place.